I'm going to play another little, just a little piece of this video with Indian Sethicus, because I feel like I got smacked or something. Like, I reached out to her about October 4th, and then she put out that October 4th video, and I like left her a nice little comment, and maybe it just didn't stick, or maybe she deleted it, and that's totally fine. I'm just like trying to fucking be nice, but you know, it's highly frowned upon to put people into fear by telling them very bluntly that if by now you don't realize that aliens are running the world, it's probably about time you fuck around and find out, because these people have been spiritually awake for so long. I don't think they know what it looks like anymore to be out and a normal person being a fucking bartender. Like, I really don't believe that these people know, and I think that they're very out of touch with how bad normal people's lives actually are. And she said that you can tell in people's voices that, you know, if they're trying to put you in fear, then, you know, that's not a good thing. But
Hey Galactic family, welcome back to the channel Indigo Angel. Come on into this dimension, come on into this container, come on into this galactic container. I'm excited to be here. We have a very special show, a very special guest here today. This is Sethicus from Black Earth Productions. You guys may have seen the previous show that we had done before on the Lemurian Star Core Codex about a year ago. So I'm very excited to meet up and collaborate with Sethicus again. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for being here. How are you doing today?
Absolutely. I'm kicking ass over here, Amanda. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good.
I'm really excited to dive into the topic of discussion. We have a lot of things that we're going to cover. Some of the things I wanted to get into, though, approach it from just a little bit more of a personal level today and ask you some things that I feel could be seen as some controversial aspects. And I say this because the last time you were on my channel, the feedback that I got from our collaboration was immense. It was unlike anything that I had ever experienced before. It was about 50% of the people seemed to have really resonated with you. They felt you on a core level. They felt everything that you were saying. They really tuned into you, and they were just like, my gosh, have this guy on again. You need to do another collab with him. But then half of the people I felt were very resistant. They were very taken by your expression, the way you expressed yourself, and I think they retreated. Because of that and how people kind of responded, it's interesting. I've taken the last year to really actually get to know you, open up my energy, and experience what you're about, the inner levels of you, your templating, your architecture. Really, I've come to seeing that it's just that you care so fucking much. And and I'm coming right now because, hey, and I want to give a disclaimer for this video today. I want to let you guys know that with Sethicus, he has a hard-hitting and in-your-face approach. Okay, he has this way that he expresses himself. It can be seen as somewhat aggressive, but I don't feel like that's the right word. It's more of just direct. It's tribal. It's ancient dialect. It's really coming from a place of caring very deeply for the direction of which humanity is going. But yeah, disclaimer on that, because the way that you express yourself, I think, can be a little bit hard for people to take in if they don't really understand who you are, where you're coming from, and what you mean by the way you express yourself. So do you think you can just explain that a little bit? And I mean, for my watching, yeah.
You have to understand how calcified people actually fucking are. And if that bothers you, it's no issue in terms of what I think. I'm not responsible for how somebody else reacts or responds to how I am. I have no issue in terms of who I am or how I present myself. We live in a time where people have been so unbelievably brainwashed to the hilt. Anything that comes forth in terms of an authentic expression and cuts past convoluted ideas that we've been conditioned to assume we have to be in terms of correspondence, of course the programming and the cognitive dissonance is going to kick out. It's like that with a lot of other people in my network as well. We just keep it raw, we keep it real, we keep it relevant, and that's what's going to take. I operate in terms of the true divine masculine energy, which in fact is more terrifying than the dark ones in context. So if people can't take it, there's the fucking door. I don't have time for you.
Right, right.
This has been a problem my whole life. I am very similar in the way I talk to men like Sethicus, and to men like Tom Macdonald, and to men like the Hodge twins. But that's not okay sometimes. It's not okay to be a woman who is blunt as fuck, freshly awakening, and flipping the fuck out because she's supposed to be heard with fucking fire. And, you know, if you can't imagine how shocking it is to wake up and realize that, oh, fuck, you're a starseed. You were actually just an alien before. And, oh, shit, now you have to remember all of the times you died. And you have to remember creatures fucking destroying many planets. Invading planets, blowing up planets. You know, that's not fucking bad enough. And I literally wish that I was like any of these fucking people out here talking spiritually, who are holding templating only. I'm holding a fucking contract with a name. A very important name. There's nobody who can fucking prove me wrong. There's nobody I can get to fucking talk to me about it. And it's kind of actually, if I'm not crazy, perfectly timed with all of this shit. I'm a 33-year-old Scorpio snake in fucking Pittsburgh, in the city of champions, holding the soul of the Jews' favorite motherfucker who's supposed to be coming back. And there are people on the internet looking everywhere for him. Everywhere, because he is due back. And because he's due back, but nobody knows how, I can dismantle that fucking show, Supernatural, because it is a bomb that has killed people like me. And when I had to go to the fucking nut ward and just go, hey, I'm really scared right now, like I'm kind of panicking, and I had within fucking 15 minutes doctors screaming in my fucking face, do you think you're a prophet? Oh, you're bringing up the show Supernatural. Do you think you're a prophet or something? Do you think you're some kind of a vessel or a prophet for God? If you and the entire spiritually awake community, if you have never been to 4 fucking prisons, and if you have never been to the nut house and to abortion clinics, and if you have never had to walk the life I had to walk, because the Elijah trick was he was going to be hidden within my body, I was to have no fucking clue. I was to be bogged down by the burning corpses of 451 fucking entities. Horrifically scaring me. Since I was a child, I have carried that motherfucker's sins on my back. I have been having nightmares and smelling flesh of 451 fucking people, monsters, creatures. I don't give a fuck what. I have had to fucking clear Elijah's fucking karma, and now I'm stuck playing him. And I think that this is fucking so annoying, is if you put people in fear about how fucking blind they have been and how much they've missed. Going into 2024, I don't give a fuck. I literally don't give a fuck. This is how every server and bartender, truck driver, cop, this is how every normal fucking person I have ever met talks. I'm a bartender who was minding their own fucking business a year ago and had no clue what was going on. I have been freaking the fuck out as calmly as possible, asking people for help because, hey guys, can you imagine what danger the United States might be in when the Muslims find out that, you know, oh shit, the evil Elijah character we're waiting for is sitting on United States property? Because it was shown to me in my awakening that show was specifically designed to make me kill myself. The strongest Nephilim in the world waitress who got stabbed in her fucking head, that was a scare tactic. That was me. That was them stabbing me in my fucking head. And then you turn around and then you look at the Kelly character that gets knocked up with another, you know, super powerful Nephilim. And then you look at the Elijah character from the originals, and it's funny that for somebody who'd never heard of that motherfucker or any of this shit, for anybody that thinks they know that entity, I could point out every single fucking show, and you guys could tell me if your great prophet Elijah was coming back. He's actually an Anunnaki. If he was coming back, and if hypothetically there were shows designed to entrap him and make his vessel kill itself, I'll show you which ones would trigger him. This is so fucking, it's just annoying. Like, it's so fucking annoying. These people combined have less than 40,000 followers. All of these people combined, including kick-ass chicks that I also hold in high respect, like Sarah Echoldy, who also says on the Danica Patrick podcast, if I put people in fear, that's not my fault. I've had to go through fear too. It is what it is. The truth is the truth. And she's very elegant about it. Very elegant. I'm not. I am a Fayette County bumpkin white trash stuck on the borderline of ghetto Allegheny County and was born in Allegheny County. And I cannot fucking believe this shit. Normal people have absolutely no fucking clue who Billy Carson is yet, guys. And Billy Carson's getting his ass torn apart by sleeping Christians and sleeping people who don't understand that he's on the right track. And the correct thing to do would be, if you want to move the world real quick, have Dr. Jordan B. Peterson on the Joe Rogan podcast with Paul Wallace. Because all of you all of you spiritual community people combined, you don't even have Billy Carson's numbers. You don't even have the Fifth Kind TV numbers, which is just under 1 million. You guys don't realize how unseen you are, and I'm giving you all of the credit in the world. My job is to wake the Jews up in Israel for fucking real. And I'm stuck in the United States because this place is a fucking disaster. And there's a lot of history here. And there's a lot of things that make a lot of sense as to why I'm sitting on top of what should be real Washington, D.C. But let me show you guys the fifth kind, the correct combination. It is people like this who have the credentials, because nobody's gonna believe you super spiritually advanced motherfuckers at all if we could even get people to look at Billy Carson and start kicking their doors open. People like Paul Wallace, the people who have credentials, have to talk to starseeds in public is the only fucking way anybody's eyes are going to be open, because Christians right now, according to my sources, are digging their heels in, and they are doubling and tripling down. They are being kicked right now into such states of denial, and they are further hardening their viewpoints against this because they are waiting for Jesus. And they are not going to give that up unless they hear the code word Elijah. Christians are not going to listen to you. Jews really aren't gonna fucking listen to you. Nobody sees you motherfuckers. And I'm trying to help. I am abso-fucking-lutely going to be the one who is capable, because of the fucking mental bullshit health racket I got sucked into as soon as those 3 Cygnus waves of light came into this fucking world. And within no time at all, fucking destroyed me. Cracked me all open. I had to go to the nut ward. I'm handling it fine. There's autistic people in there fucking squinting at me and telling me how fucking bright I was. And there was a PTSD military guy hiding from me because I was so bright. And I'm in there going, what in the fuck? And then after like 6 hours or so of people in the nut house, these poor Orion starseeds, these poor Shayla or Shola, all of these poor starseeds in there pre-programmed with schizophrenic tendencies, and all of these fucking starseeds that you guys think you give a fuck about but have never gone on a guardian mission into a nut house. They started flocking to me. And, you know, I'm just trying to figure this shit out from somebody. Okay, fuck this. Okay. The proper combination is, hey, you spiritually awake people who already know that Thoth is a bad guy. The front lines of who is believable because they have documented proof. They all really like Thoth. They all really, really like all of the people that we know, all of the collectives that we know aren't the best. And, I'm trying to fucking help. And I'm literally done poking people. I talked to that Natasha Bailey. She's the peach. I'm over trying to poke people and warn them of the times that we are in that this actually fucking happened to me. Things are going to probably get as bad as they have to, and as bad as humanity lets them get. And I don't know if you guys saw how much the United States didn't give a fuck about my family in Maui burning. I am 25% Samoan. Okay? I literally have very interesting genetics. And then I'm an indigo 3 on top of it, which I hate having to talk about. I fucking hate this. And, I think it's so fucking annoying. If a woman talks like Sethicus Boza, it's not good. Fuck out of here. This is what I used to do. I used to just kind of D-O-N-A-L-D. I used to just kind of listen to the soulful sounds of, you know, Tom Macdonald, and, you know, I really like diss tracks and shit like this. Like, this is what I used to do.
You can get more than just amazing.
Before I was spiritually awoken in a fucking 5-alarm fire fucking panic attack because an Anunnaki entity named Elijah and myself have a deal where we have about 6 more years to really help people wake up a little faster, light some fires under asses, and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck so much that I'm honestly about to start calling, like the Mikey and Big Bob podcast, like this really popular radio show in Pittsburgh. I'm about to start calling them and saying very fucked up, very funny,
delicious pizza.
very funny and fucked up jokes for Best Joke Wednesday to start getting people's gears rolling. And then, you know, I'm also not above going and calling radio stations in all 50 states and telling some fucked up best jokes about, who knows, to scare people a little bit. You spiritually awake people for so long do not realize how fucked you guys are and how fucked this world is when they realize that if Jesus Christ were going to be coming back, we'll call him that. We'll just call him by his fake name. His vessel would be a baby right now.
There's also lava cakes, bread bites, and more.
If he was coming back to explain everything. His vessel's a baby in the United States. And unfortunately, people keep eating children, and Christians who think they give a fuck about anything religious-wise, who don't understand that they are probably just their own Messiah, and it is my job to prepare these poor people, because I see people here on hero missions everywhere down. And if you think that Hydra starseeds are important and that these arachnid collectives are important here because everybody's important, which you should think, they're all in the nut houses getting fucked. If you want to help, if anybody would like to help go on the real starseed missions, it's to the fucking nut houses for your homies. Nobody knows who the fuck you are. People who love Tom Macdonald have no clue who the fuck you are. Patriots will never be able to understand your lingo because they are so behind. And I am coming out of Christian, patriotic, Trump-supporting Fayette fucking County. And they can understand me. Long story short, we're in a holographic reality. There's reptilians everywhere. Jesus and Yahweh are not related. The Vatican's the bad fucking guys. And let's rock and roll to some Tom Macdonald.
Oh my God.
Tower beats on the train.
Listen, I think I can hear him. McLethal is hyping himself in the mirror. His wife tries to tell him that she's getting curious. He just yells, "Shut the fuck up, it's this Tom guy's serious." I hoped you would kill it. I'm always an optimist. Thought your response would be flawless and awesome. It's gotta be hard finding time to perfect all your rhymes every night at Narcotics Anonymous. Hi Dave, hi Dave, hi Dave. I'm not even trying. You don't scare me at all. If you did a drive-by, I'd wave. It's so cute when you rap. It's like I'm watching my dad trying to use an iPad. You should just give it back. You've been sober like 8 years. You're the type of guy who can't have 8 beer, have a single drink and need to get some coke and probably suck a dick for a painkiller. You party animal, you bad boy, you're a crazy son of a gun. All that karate and still you're a pussy. You tap on my shoulder and run. Where are you going? I'm over here in a house that you can't afford. What's your career? Got your own pool, kids in private school. You the fucking mother of the year. You keep talking millions. I googled your wealth. You are worth 2, Dave. I am worth 12. You're tweeting at YouTube. Somebody help with my monetized videos. Dave, that's a tell. Broken, ugly, short and stubby, 40-something with a face that was born for punch and act tough. But I know at your courts, muffins, the type to wife up the first whore, fuck them. Big bad Dave, got the Ellen cosign. Cool. Try to ride that wave to the Hollywood sign. Fool. You were so excited just to get invited. Teeth were freshly white and couldn't cheese enough. You said, I love rap because it's counterculture. Dave, counterculture is who beats you up. My future has Grammys. Your future is handies from Tammy, imagining baddies in nasty pajamas and transplanting hair to your head from your fanny. I saw you doing teeth commercials. You an actor, Dave. I don't need rehearsals. I'll piss in your mouth till you wheeze and gurgle and stomp on your head till your cheeks are purple. I was a wrestler. I wore spandex. You were a customer. You did Xanax. I'll take you and your bitch by the ear and then smash you together like Stone Cold Spear. Being a fucking loser's in your DNA. This ain't a punchline. It's a PSA. The chromosomes from your mom and pop create retards and they name them Dave. Nobody's safe. The wife need to chain up her legs, remove all her eggs, put them in bags and then lock them away in a safe and send it away on a plane. I'm lucky that I know CPR. My girl heard you this and she died laughing. She was bummed we waited like a week and then she went right back into Minecrafting. My girl was on Def Jam. Your girl looked like Death Fam. She the Grim Reaper, knew I'd spit ether. She collecting the soul of a dead dad. They're gonna need a whole family of coffins when you crisp and warm to solve all your problems. The shame and embarrassment. All of the comments from fans you had. I saw it, you lost them. Ain't dropped an album in 4 years. Dog, rapping is your hobby. My career less than a year. 20,000 physical copies. I have millions of streams. I'm living your dream. You're a glorified YouTuber. Look like a meme. Go to stupid extremes. Definition of try hard. Watch me rap after eating a Tide Pod, dying for attention. That's why you started this little beef. You're so desperate, expect that right after this ends, your sex day probably leak. You've been on Ellen and Rogan. Why aren't you a star? Here, let me tell you, it isn't the bars. It's the way that you look. It's the way that you are. Nobody cares about your music no more. Dog, you do impressions. You rapping 20 styles and you think it's flexing. I got a question. Why you gotta pretend to be everyone else to resemble impressive? I killed you already. This don't need a sequel. I'm honestly bored with this shit. Feels like I'm kicking a corpse's shoes you can't afford. Feel horrible doing me like this. How many rappers wrote your response? Come on, Dave. Give him credit. I know you sent text. I saw with my eyes. I know what you said, Dave. I read it. You're a real piece of shit. Now I'm like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit ate a piece of shit and took a pee and shit, you're that piece of shit. I'm on like 5 minutes shit. Let me see. You were canceled and fired from MTV. The network wanted something fresh and clean. I bet any day they'll be calling me. You left rhyme stairs because you had to. You didn't walk away. Wasn't something you planned, dude. Got lost in the drugs in the whirlwind. Caught pants down with another man's girlfriend. Piece of shit. Now like a real piece of shit. Like if a piece of shit, fuck the piece of shit, and got an STD,
you're that piece of shit.
You got a pet bird, bet you never thought you'd be dead first. I'ma put you both in the oven when you get burned. I'ma put you both in a pet urn. Pass a little bottle, mix it up, and turn the ash into plaster. Give it to your bitch. Tell her make statues of me just to capture my win. My girl will just spit in her face and we'll dip. Get a hammer and come back and smash it to bits. Put a plaque in his place so that no one forgets that your biggest mistake was as good as it gets for a guy whose career doesn't even exist. It's the peak of the mountain for you. This is it. Your aesthetic is pathetic. You don't get it. I'm prophetic. Your rap aesthetics are boring. Fucking Guinness World Record. Be careful where you were headed. I'm cemented as a legend. David Sheldon severed out his destined to be the evidence. Every room you ever enter, I will always be the elephant. While you try to fit this capital L into development. You dead in the line and I send a letter to heaven that explodes when it opens. I hope it gets your attention. I can smell it. You sweating and it's 11:11. I make a wish that when you die, you come back resurrected so I can kill you again and again and again for the record. If you're feeling kind of froggy and you jump, you get dissected. Oh dear, I can't believe I had to set this shit straight, man. Old ears, I hope you hear exactly what I say, man. I'm here. You said you didn't even know my name, dog. So here, I'll say it so you don't forget again. It's Tom Macdonald, bitch.
So this is just where I'm coming from. I'm coming from having to be in this boat. A boat that looks like this. Emo music. You know, those horrifically traumatizing movies like the Mommy Market that they put on. I don't know if anybody remembers that movie, but yeah, I'm just a 33-year-old here trying to fucking help. And I don't think that I actually give a fuck about any of these spiritual content creators that I'm poking and giving all of the credit in the world to, even once they've hurt my fucking feelings defending you guys. Within a year, no fucking clue what was going on. I see that you guys know what you're talking about. But I don't think that you see how invisible you are. And I'm invisible too anymore. And it's not going to work. You guys are fucked. Nobody can understand you. So I'm trying to learn your spiritual lingo so I can dumb it down for the Fayette County bumpkins that I used to be a minute ago, who are very fucking smart. They're just a bunch of hillbilly Christians stuck in death cults doing cocaine. There's salvation there. There's hope there. And there's a lot of hope in the nut wards. And if it is okay for Sethicus Boza to speak passionately while instilling some fear, me as a woman, I don't give a fuck. That's how I am. And Sethicus likes to say that, you know, he is the way he is and a little aggressive because of the amount of scorpionic energies in his chart. That's a Cancer, okay? I'm a fucking Scorpio. Imagine how I fucking talk.